very personally. All these cars are blocking me from my destination because God hates me. So, let's see. Okay, let's talk about dating. Okay, so I recently turned 40. I just like to start my sets that way. It has nothing to do with the joke. No, but I actually realized that the big, like, over 40 pickup scene is Pete's Coffee. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. I get hit on there more than I ever did at bars in my 20s. But this guy was talking to me one morning, and I have to say there's just something not hot about somebody hitting on you at 8 in the morning at a coffee shop while drinking coffee. I feel like saying to him, look, I have to be at work right now. I have like half a slab of makeup on. You're going to take a dump in 5 minutes. Let's just say the stars are not aligned. So I don't really know who to date anymore. I realize I can't really date young guys because I can't sleep on just a mattress on the floor. I need at least a box spring or something. Anyway, that's all I know about dating today. I won't go any further. It could get really dirty. So I recently went hiking with my friend Solomon, who was a black guy. And I just, you don't realize how white hiking is until you do it with a black person. He's just like, where are all the black people? So we're like, oh, and first of all, like if you're hiking with a guy, best not, and you like have a fork in the road, best not to refer to them as the pussy way or the man up trail, because they won't appreciate it. But anyway, so we're just like hiking around looking for black people, and we found a group of black ladies that were hiking, and they were like headed towards us, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to hang back here, because like if the sisters see a black guy with a white girl, they'll be like, what up, like a smirk on their face. So I was like, no, but we're totally like platonic, because he doesn't want to be my baby daddy. We already talked about it. So I was like, you know what? We'll just walk by and I'll say hello, and then I'll just casually say, we're not sleeping together, and it'll be cool. And that's when he turned me off the mountain. Okay, that one I'm still working on. All right, so Father's Day is coming up, and I've talked about this before. Some of us have complicated relationships with our father, okay? It's not all like, thank you for like some clapping. My father recently remarried. My new stepmother is 4 years younger than myself, and just had a baby 2 days ago. But you know what? I say, that's cool, Dad. Make your own grandkids. It's weird, okay? It's weird. And my relationship with my father is just weird. So I came up with some It's Complicated Father's Day cards to share with you in case any of you have a similar situation as me. You're welcome to steal them, but these are my cards to my father for Father's Day. Okay. Dear Dad, thanks for donating to the cause of my conception. I trust it was more fun than child support. Happy Father's Day. Dear Dad, I don't blame you for my codependency with emotionally unavailable men, but I have a few ex-boyfriends who want to hang out with you. Is it okay if I give them your phone number? Happy Father's Day. Dear Dad, although you have issues, I know you still care. Your love for alcohol and women did not surpass your love for me. It was a tie. Happy Father's Day. Alright, so I have another week to tell those Father's Day card jokes. I just realized. Okay, so this is a PG-13 show, but can we say the word mofo?
Yes.
Okay. So I have I spent like a good used certified Audi in therapy. and not quite a down payment yet. But I had this white therapist for like, I like black people, let's put it that way. I had a white therapist for like 7 years, and I just got tired of her saying things like, help me understand your feelings. And I realized I wanted a black therapist, because sometimes you just want someone to look you in the eye and say, there's some messed up caca. That's a different way of saying it. Anyway, so my white therapist, I realized she was an enabler. She just like had this very hippie, kind of like laid back attitude. She'd say things like, so what if you slept with a 24-year-old EMT who lives with his mother? Don't be so hard on yourself. He sounds hot. But like, and I actually do have a black therapist, it's no joke. She's like, and she won't let me get away with anything. She's like Samuel Jackson. She'll be like, I've had it with these mofo snakes in your mofo's vagina. I'm sorry, can I say the word vagina? Right. I didn't mean to be overtly sexual. All right, so I just talked about recently turning 40. Some people have told me, Solange, why don't you lie about your age? You don't have to go around broadcasting it. But I just think the like stress of the web of lies would be too much for me. I couldn't keep up with it, especially with references. Like, let's say somebody's like talking about Purple Rain, and I'm like, oh, I remember when Purple Rain came out, I was in 7th grade. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm at preschool. Actually, I was in utero, and my mom used to hum Purple Rain, and that's when I developed my deep connection with Prince. All right, so how much time am I?
1 minute.
I got 1 minute. Okay. So I've never been married. I've been dating for 40 years. I've been dating for 20 years. And the thing is that 20 years, the numbers add up because I don't have like a big chunk of marriage to put in there. It's like in 20 years, you could have one, 20-year relationship, or you could have 21-year relationships. Basically, I look slutty on paper. But fortunately, no such document exists. And then I was talking about the young guys, and I have dated young guys, and I feel like they like expect you to just like, because now at this point in my life, they expect me to like rip off their clothes and like throw them on the bed, and it's like Sex in the City, or Cougar Town, or all these like cougars on TV, and I have to tell them, look, I'm sorry, I wasn't written by a gay man, so man up, mama needs a daddy. All right, let's see if I got one last. Okay, I'll leave you with something. Let me try to leave you with something good. Let's see. All right, so, this is the last thing I'll do. Because I was like really stressed out in traffic, so I'm like really stiff. Like I do yoga, and the thing about yoga is that that cracks me is that you can't take yoga outside a yoga class. Like it's not like hip hop or just anything else you can do other places. Like if you go to the beach with friends, you would never be like, who do you guys feel like doing? Volleyball, frisbee, or hey, let's do this. Let's talk about spirituality. I learned this from a white guy in dreadlocks. All right, thank you guys.